can bring it over, but I'm not, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I just want you guys, I would love some feedback on kind of the flow and kind of what you think from there. But what I want to start out with is just get a little bit more specific around kind of the folks that I'm looking for as far as referrals. And just to give you guys an idea, or just to give you some background on myself, I've been in high tech for 30 years. Came out in the software business, 20 years there. Did very well, traveled quite a bit. I don't think there's many cities I haven't been to 20, 30 times. But about 10 years ago, this thing called the internet was cranking out, and so I got involved with that. And worked for a couple of companies in that space, one being Firewall, which for 3 years they specifically market to attorneys and internet marketing websites. Also was an internet manager for a local paper in Colorado, and did a lot of work with the auto dealers. And then that segued into about 3 years ago, I started my own business, my own consulting business. And a lot of these folks kind of said, and Jen, you probably maybe saw this happen there too, where they said, hey, you're good at what you do. We'd like to have you come on board and basically own retainer for a lot of these folks. So I have experience and background in website projects that range anywhere from the website by midnight, $500 up to $50,000 plus. There's a couple projects I've been involved with that were well over $100,000. So I've got a good breadth of experience relative to the internet, websites. I've got a sales and marketing background. I've got a business background. So kind of what I was trying to do with Website by Midnight was to bring that skill set to the small business. I've been always trying to figure out, the folks that start out with the GoDaddy do-it-yourself model, and then they're also getting quotes for $3,000 for a custom site, and they're kind of stuck in the middle there. And so that was the focus of Website by Midnight. Typically projects up to $1,500. I talked about it. It's a solo, up to 5 employees. And again, it's the contractors, the roofers, the plumbers, the electricians, the service professionals, the CPAs, the attorneys, veterinarians, and again, we talked about it. Simple as you see a business card, and if they don't have a website address, just ask them. I'm curious why you don't have a website address, or if you know them, you might want to just kind of say, hey, how's the internet working for you in driving business? Okay. What you guys don't know too is that I've also partnered with some local companies because of my background that I almost interviewed a few. I've talked to a bunch of them before I selected a couple of them that I want to work with. That the projects that go beyond that, the $1,500 level, the more advanced clients that are looking for custom solutions, they need more advanced functionality, they're database-driven website. I've got partners that I work with and can help manage those projects as well. Okay, so now those people are the HVAC company that visits your house that they've got 10 trucks, and they're serious about making sure that those guys are busy. All right, it's the service professionals, the medical offices, and again, it's I like to go after like the plastic surgeons, okay, the folks that again, high ticket, high reward. The attorney, the personal injury folks, the family law criminal. All right, and so again, if you have relationships, you're running into those types of folks. Again, would you be interested in talking to a good experienced guy that could potentially be your go-to guy for a good, strong internet presence? Okay. And then the third thing is relative to even what Hal was saying was. I'm looking for referral partners, the print rep. If you know anybody at Times Union or Beaches Leader or a group farm rep or Living Social rep or anybody that's touching these small businesses day in and day out, those referrals would be incredible. So we don't need to go into that. When I first talked to clients, what I found over the years is that, they don't really want a website, right? I mean, they want clients, they want business. There's many reasons for getting a website, but typically it's to get more visibility, to have more conversations. A lot of times what I see is that folks just want to take control over their website as well. all right? So I think you have the ability to do that. How do you do it right on a budget? Websites are commodities, guys, for the most part. I mean, again, when we get into the projects under, $3,000, there's no shortage of places you can go to get a website, all right? From free, you go to Google and get a website. You see the Super Bowl commercials or commercials for 1-in-1. There's hundreds of places that small businesses can go to build a website. My biggest competition is the friend, the neighbor, the nephew, the cousin that just took an HTML class. That, is small. Hey, I know somebody that can do that for me. All right. Then on the other side of the spectrum, we see the custom sites. And again, different levels of experience with some of these shops. I've worked with a dozen over the years. But again, it can get very expensive. Nothing's changed in the 10 years that I've been doing this relative to there's 3 key pieces that every website needs. Or 3 key pieces that I say make up a good website or internet website. It's design, it's content, and it's marketing. All right? And they're all important. I'm going to get into this just in a minute as to kind of how I'm a little bit different. But again, it doesn't do us any good to have a great design, have good content. Even from a marketing perspective, it's over to find it. It's a billboard on a dirt road. So the small business owner says, I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm going to sign up for one of these services, and I'm going to spend all weekend building out a website. They're going to get a pretty decent look. There's no question about it. Relative to design, content, and marketing, where it starts to fall down is that small business owner, can they bring the content to the equation? Okay? Can they organize the website so people can use it and navigate correctly? What's that?
Not generally.
The messages, CTA, calls to action, the metadata, the structure and the words behind the words that allow the website to be found on the internet. Okay. Then marketing. Okay, so you spend a weekend, you get your website up and running. All right. How are people going to find your website? Okay. Who's going to submit it out to the search engines? Who's going to submit it out to the directories? Who's going to create the links to all the social pieces that, that how it's set up on Facebook or Twitter, okay, or Pinterest, all right? The challenge is, and I think this is what I've seen time and time again, okay, it's the content, all right? That's where the model starts breaking down. So whether that small business does it themselves, or depending on who they're working with for building that website, okay, this is where the whole model starts to break down. So introducing Website by Midnight, again, it's an online strategy. It's a person to work with, okay, on an ongoing basis. And kind of, again, the vision that I had going back 2.5 years when I started this was to kind of bridge the gap, if you will, or address that middle space in between the do-it-yourself and the custom shop. High value, make the process fun and easy. I've got on my website now, I just put it up there, but small business owners would rather go to the dentist than work on their website. Aren't they? It's just a fact, all right? But help build a website that's got these key messaging components, the keywords, calls to action, good quality content. I wanted to make these affordable. I've got packages that are $700, $1,000, $1,500. All right, so there's a lot of value. You get a lot of those packages. I wanted to give small business owners the ability to be able to, if they want to get into their website and add content, make some changes, have some ability to make some changes. And again, it started a relationship where once I got to work with a small business, help them market and grow the website over time. So you've heard me in no small business website. It's Website by Midnight. You're going to still get a very professional look, okay? It's going to show low and search. Again, I'm all about, it's content, It's design, content, marketing, but I always add a fourth aspect to that as well, and that's action. All right? And how do we get them to the website finally? How do we get them to take action for what we want them to do? So relative to what makes me different, a sales and business marketing background, I know enough HTML, CSS, JavaScript coding to be dangerous. I'm not a super tech guy, all right? The platform kind of takes care of all that. All right, so we kind of take the technology out of the equation, but what I want to do is kind of flip that model around. And I want to kind of start with the marketing side, okay? What are the goals? What are the objectives of the business? What's the target market? Who are we going after? What does that profile look like? All right? Then we build our messaging around that. I've got content and message planners that I can help that small business owner create the content. I've got access to copywriters if they don't want to touch it. All right, but we still need to pull some. I need some direction from them to get started. Then the design, we incorporated design from the platform that brings all of that together. So the flow of how I kind of work with clients is typically in reverse as to how most web development companies